Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks for the time who has given me to present my task about extensive reading for authentic material is about literature. That I choose is a novel. This novel titled Find Me by Andre Aciman is an adult novel that tells about the search for love of a woman who finally finds a man who is older than her, but of whom have the same experience of love for many people, but not true love. They meet on the train while traveling to Rome. The woman was sitting with a somber face that for some reason she was with a dog sitting underneath when a man was watching her from a bench opposite her. The man wants to ask but is doubtful. He doubts if when asked the woman will not answer or answer in an angry tone. But unexpectedly, the woman answered with a feeling of calm, which finally they told me like people who had known each other for a long time. After a few minutes, they finally told each other personal problems. In the story, they talked about many things ranging from the experience of life to the quite difficult life of love. A few hours later, they finally arrived in Rome in their destination city. After reaching there, they headed to the woman's house, where in the house there was a father, her father, who was almost the same age as the man. During their trip, they got acquainted the name of the man he called Semi, while the woman he called Miranda. They went to his father's house with the aim of visiting and celebrating his father's birthday. After eating together and telling stories, they finally chose to walk in the city Rome. While remembering the story of the past, they finally confessed to each other that they were in love at first sight, even though their ages are too much different. Semi has a son named Elio. Semi initially went to Rome with the aim of visiting the child, but because on the day his father arrived in Rome, Elio had a schedule to play music. Finally, his father stopped by Miranda's house and walked along with Miranda. On the following day, Elio was invited by his father to meet at their old residence in Rome, which finally at that time Elio and Miranda met and immediately told a long story. They also told a love problem where Elio had a strange feeling when he was standing on a wall with a painting. When he stood on the wall, Deona, as if the wall told to him to find me, and he also said to find me. This novel is an adult novel whose story contains many elements of sex. The story is quite interesting because it tells about travel and love, but sometimes it's boring because the storytelling is not interesting. The experience that I got after reading this novel is that we cannot understand who fall in love with, whether that person is older or younger than our age. People who have been in our lives for a long time or are people we just meet. That is love. This novel is not good if used as teaching material to students or because it contains elements of sex, but is enough good for student reading because the new vocabulary and authors are not from Indonesia, so we can learn the grammar used by native people. Okay, I think enough my presentation about literature, about a novel, and I'm so sorry if I have some mistakes because actually I'm not understand about this story because the grammar, vocabulary is so more difficult for me. And the last say billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.